After a recent public event, people are paying attention to Anne's subtle criticism of the Queen Consort. She hasn't shown direct hostility, but it seems like things are getting more tense inside the royal family. Also, there are signs that Princess Kate might be on the same side as Anne on this issue, which makes people wonder about how power is moving in the palace. How did this all happen? What part do Princess Anne and Kate play in this royal drama when no one is around? Let's talk about Anne's shocking statement and the growing split in the royal family that seems to be taking the focus off of Queen Camilla. Behind the scenes at Buckingham Palace, it's not all as glamorous as it appears to the public. While the royals may appear polished and poised, there's a great deal of drama and intrigue happening out of the spotlight. Royal affairs are far from being mere fairy tale material, though the public often sees only the surface-level ceremonial moments. The inner workings of the royal family are fraught with tensions, struggles for power, and deeply personal challenges. With the media constantly observing their every move, balancing loyalty to the crown with maintaining family ties can sometimes cause internal conflicts. In fact, the truth behind the royal family's internal affairs is far more complex than the carefully curated image they present. Power plays, old grievances, and emotional complexities all come into play, creating a royal saga that's full of tension and drama. At the heart of the current conflict are the princesses, specifically Princess Anne. Anne has been increasingly vocal about her discontent with Queen Camilla. Her disapproval is no secret, with reports suggesting that she's gone as far as telling people not to address Camilla as queen. This remark has stirred up a wave of speculation about Anne's feelings toward Camilla, and it's clear that Anne's stance goes beyond mere protocol. Her stance appears to be rooted in a strong belief that Camilla, due to her past relationship with Charles and the affair with Diana, is unfit for the title of Queen Consort. But could this disapproval be more about past controversies than current events? Royal families have long been entangled in scandals involving affairs, secret relationships, and questionable decisions, making it hard to ignore the impact of past actions on present-day decisions. But why does Princess Anne feel so strongly about Camilla? To understand this, we need to step back and consider the broader context of the royal family's complex history. On the surface, they may seem like a perfect institution, but the reality is far from flawless. Their legacy is marred by power struggles, rivalries, and secrets that have been kept hidden from the public eye for generations. Maintaining the illusion of a united front is part of the royal family's survival strategy, and the pressure to uphold that image has led to countless dramas over the years. Scandals and betrayals aren't new to the monarchy, but this latest chapter, the tension between Camilla and various family members, seems to be a new twist in a saga that is ever evolving. At the center of this drama is not just King Charles and Camilla, but the entire royal family. Every action, every appearance, every word is scrutinized by the media and the public. The spotlight is unforgiving, and it's nearly impossible to avoid speculation. With each new rumor or story, the internal workings of the monarchy become more exposed, revealing deep divides and power plays that were once carefully hidden. What was once perceived as mere family tension is now growing into something far more serious. The mounting tension between Camilla and certain members of the royal family could signal a shift in how things are done inside Buckingham Palace. Additionally, the exit of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle from their royal duties has only added fuel to the fire. Their public departure and outspoken criticisms of the royal family have further complicated the monarchy's efforts to maintain a unified and perfect image. Their interviews and statements have often painted a picture of the royal family as out of touch, rigid, and unable to adapt to modern times. These revelations have stirred the pot, giving the public more reason to question the way the monarchy operates and what really happens behind closed doors. The royal family, known for its ability to weather internal storms, seems to be facing a shift that's different from anything they've encountered before. The situation today is more volatile than ever, and what was once dismissed as standard royal squabbles now seems like a real turning point. The complex dynamics, personal grievances, and decades of unresolved tension have reached a boiling point, and it's unclear how much longer the monarchy can keep up its facade. The royal family's image is being tested in ways it hasn't been for decades. And it remains to be seen whether this latest drama will lead to significant changes in the structure of the monarchy itself. The stakes are higher than ever, and the public is waiting to see how the royals will navigate this new era of internal conflict. At the center of it all is Princess Anne. She's made a shocking revelation about Camilla, even suggesting that she's a threat to the royal system. This revelation has made the monarchy reconsider Camilla's place in the family, and now they seem to be seriously looking at removing her from the royal fold. The current situation at Buckingham Palace is far from simple, with so many possible outcomes that even outsiders are struggling to keep up with the twists and turns. It's becoming clearer that some members of the royal family might not fully support or respect Camilla's role as Queen Consort. Despite their carefully crafted public image, tensions about her position are beginning to surface, sparking speculation about what the future holds for the monarchy and its inner dynamics. Princess Anne and Princess Kate are often seen as the more peaceful, duty-focused members of the royal family. Anne is known for her dedication to royal duties, and Kate, with her calm and diplomatic nature, avoids stirring up controversy. But how did this seemingly peaceful pair end up involved in the drama surrounding Queen Camilla? The situation within Buckingham Palace is far more complex than it seems. Princess Anne and Camilla have never been close. Anne's no-nonsense approach often puts her at odds with others, and her commitment to royal duties sometimes isolates her from the family. Anne has always been a staunch defender of the monarchy and has openly expressed concerns about Camilla's role. She has questioned Camilla's influence over King Charles, particularly in light of her controversial past and the breakdown of Charles's marriage to Princess Diana. Anne views Camilla as a threat to the royal family, a stance that became clearer during a tense confrontation at the coronation dinner. It was obvious that Anne didn't support Camilla's rise to Queen Consort, and the tension between them was undeniable. But Princess Anne isn't the only royal who seems to have reservations about Camilla's position. Princess Kate, while usually staying out of the public drama, has also played a role in this growing divide. Her silence on the matter is significant. She hasn't openly criticized Camilla, but her failure to show vocal support for her in such a crucial moment could be an indication that she shares some of Anne's concerns. For someone as careful and diplomatic as Kate, her decision to stay quiet speaks volumes. Kate has always been focused on fulfilling her royal duties and has closely adhered to the traditions that the monarchy is built upon. This respect for tradition could make her uncomfortable with the changes within the royal family, especially as it pertains to Camilla's rise to Queen Consort. For Kate, the monarchy's stability and reputation are paramount, and any deviation from established norms, especially when it comes to the titles and roles of royals, might be unsettling. The royal family, with its centuries-old history, has always prided itself on maintaining its traditions. This is where much of the current tension lies. Camilla's ascension to Queen Consort isn't just a personal shift, it represents a significant departure from the monarchy's time-honored practices. While King Charles made the decision to elevate her role, not everyone within the royal family is happy with it. This shift has caused discomfort among certain royals who feel that these long-established customs are being disregarded for modern purposes. The royal family's devotion to tradition is more than just symbolic. It's central to their identity, and breaking from that tradition is a big deal. Kate's decision to refrain from bowing to Camilla during the coronation was a moment that did not go unnoticed, drawing public attention and sparking rumors of underlying tension. Such a seemingly small act of defiance carries significant weight in the royal context, and her gesture, or lack thereof, has been seen by many as a quiet but telling sign of her stance on the issue. In a family where every action is scrutinized, Kate's non-compliance with a protocol as fundamental as bowing suggests there may be deeper, unresolved concerns. As the royal family struggles to navigate these complex internal dynamics, it's becoming more evident that the situation is reaching a boiling point. The divide between Princess Anne, Princess Kate, and Queen Camilla could have far-reaching implications for the monarchy, especially in the modern era. The royal family is facing a pivotal moment where the need to balance tradition with the ever-growing demands of the modern world is becoming more difficult to manage. These changes, both in royal protocols and in the family structure, could ultimately reshape the monarchy as we know it. Only time will tell how this drama unfolds and whether the monarchy can adapt to the changing dynamics without losing its historical foundation. For now, it's clear that tensions are mounting, and the royal family is at a crossroads with no resolution in sight. The future of the monarchy, shaped by these internal struggles, seems uncertain, and the path ahead is anything but clear. Among the royals, bowing or curtsying isn't just a sign of respect. It's also a ritual that shows the hierarchy within the monarchy. Essentially, the way royals bow to each other signals who's higher up in the royal ranks. According to Hello magazine, Kate's actions during the coronation didn't go unnoticed. Some saw her choice to skip the curtsy as a subtle sign that she might have personal reservations about Camilla's role as Queen Consort. But it's important to point out that there's no official confirmation of any tension. Instead, Kate's behavior could be part of a broader move to modernize the monarchy. By offering a more understated gesture, like a nod, she might have been trying to balance respect with practicality, being polite without sticking too closely to old-fashioned formality. Traditionally, as Queen Consort, Camilla ranks higher than Princess Kate, so it was expected that Kate would bow to Camilla when they met, and again as they parted ways. But instead, Kate simply nodded. While some may brush this off as no big deal, others see it as a significant oversight. After all, this is Princess Kate Middleton we're talking about, someone who's had plenty of opportunities to learn the ins and outs of royal traditions. She's been married to Prince William, ascended to become the Duchess of Cambridge, and now the Princess of Wales, all while being immersed in royal customs. So when she chose to look Camilla in the eye and skip one of the most important traditions, it raised a lot of eyebrows. To some, this could only mean one thing. Princess Kate doesn't approve of Camilla's position as Queen Consort. The fact that she chose not to bow to Camilla during such a significant event raised more than a few eyebrows. It's hard not to wonder how things might have played out differently had Lady Diana been the one crowned Queen Consort instead. Would the atmosphere at Buckingham Palace have been less tense? Would there have been less public division? It's clear that many within the royal family and even among the public are still deeply affected by what could have been. A scenario where Diana, beloved by so many, took her rightful place at Charles's side. When you take a step back and think about the bigger picture, it's evident that things could have turned out very differently with the princes, too. Perhaps if Diana had been the Queen Consort, Prince Harry might have chosen to stay within the royal fold, and Prince William and Harry might not be at odds as they are today. If Princess Kate had approached Camilla with a different mindset, perhaps things would have played out more smoothly within the family. The dynamics at play are far from simple, and one small shift could have changed the course of royal history. But despite these what-ifs, we still need to focus on the present. While it's tempting to speculate on alternate realities, the fact remains that Princess Kate is expected to be the future Queen Consort when Prince William ascends the throne. As such, her role in the family is increasingly significant, and her actions have a wider impact on the monarchy's future. It's important to acknowledge that as a future leader of the monarchy, Kate has a duty to rise above personal feelings and act with the larger good of the family and institution in mind. Her actions must be measured, and she's expected to make sacrifices to maintain order and unity within Buckingham Palace. That means placing the family's interests above her own opinions, particularly when it comes to delicate matters of tradition, duty, and protocol. The monarchy has always been about duty, being a servant to the people as well as to history. And as future Queen Consort, Kate is expected to maintain this sense of duty, no matter how complicated or uncomfortable her personal feelings may be. Of course, there is also the possibility that Kate simply chose to disregard the bowing tradition altogether, either as a subtle act of defiance or as an attempt to signal a change in how royals interact with one another. The royal family is currently going through a period of transition, with King Charles at the helm, and his reign marks a shift in how the family operates. Their goal is to modernize and adapt to the needs of the 21st century, while still retaining the core values that have made the monarchy an enduring symbol of tradition. As part of this shift, we could see some older practices, like bowing, fall by the wayside in favor of more contemporary methods of showing respect. After all, the monarchy must evolve to stay relevant, and that includes reconsidering certain traditions that may no longer align with the values of modern Britain. From the public's point of view, Kate's decision to skip the curtsy has sparked a range of reactions. In an era where the royal family is under increasing pressure to modernize and connect with the public, some people actually find it refreshing when royals break from rigid protocols. For these people, Kate's action may have seemed like a bold step toward showing the public that royals are not just mindless puppets following centuries-old traditions. They are people with thoughts, opinions, and personalities. It's about breaking free from the image of the monarchy as an outdated institution that is out of touch with the realities of modern life. In this light, Kate's refusal to bow could be seen as a symbolic gesture that reflects the royal family's desire to be more relatable and in touch with the people they serve. Instead of clinging to every tradition, they might be willing to evolve to meet the expectations of a changing world. However, for others, Kate's action might have been seen as disrespectful or even divisive, especially given the gravity of the event. In the eyes of those who hold traditional views, the royal family's adherence to its customs is what gives it legitimacy, and deviating from this can create uncertainty or instability. The monarchy's core values, duty, respect, loyalty, are all tied to its historical customs, and breaking away from these could threaten the family's reputation and unity. Therefore, Kate's decision, while potentially symbolic, could have implications that go far beyond just a single moment at the coronation. As the royal family continues to adapt to the pressures of modern life, they will undoubtedly face more moments where tradition clashes with the demands of the present. Whether they will continue to break from tradition or lean back into it remains to be seen. But for now, Kate's actions will undoubtedly be remembered as part of this ongoing evolution. As the monarchy changes, so too will its symbols, rituals, and traditions, but the question remains: can it still hold on to the essence of what it means to be royal while also embracing the future? Only time will tell. On the other hand, there are still many who firmly believe in the traditions that shape the monarchy. For them, bowing or curtsying is more than just a sign of respect for an individual. It's about maintaining the structure and formality that has stood the test of time. They feel that no royal should place themselves above these traditions, no matter how influential they become. As members of the royal family rise through the ranks, they're expected to be especially mindful of these protocols. It wasn't until her marriage to Charles in 2005 that the royal family officially recognized Camilla's role, granting her the title of Princess Consort instead of Queen Consort, as it was felt that the British public was not yet ready to accept her as queen. The decision to title Camilla Princess Consort rather than Queen Consort added to the ongoing debates about her position in the royal family. When Charles ascended to the throne in 2022, it was announced that Camilla would become Queen Consort, a move that was met with mixed reactions. Some of Diana's supporters, who still felt strongly about the past, expressed their displeasure at Camilla assuming the title, arguing that she was not a suitable replacement for Diana. Although the decision to give her the title of Queen was officially made by Charles, it continued to stir debates in the media. For many people, especially those who had admired Diana, the idea of Camilla taking on the role of queen was seen as a betrayal of Diana's legacy. Over time, Camilla has tried to forge her own path within the royal family, often focusing on charity work and public duties. She has supported various causes such as literacy programs and animal welfare, and has built her own reputation as a charity patron. Despite this, her past continues to cast a shadow over her actions, and critics remain skeptical of her role and motives. In recent years, Camilla has worked hard to be seen as a positive figure within the royal family. Her charity work, particularly in supporting victims of domestic violence, has helped improve her public image. She has also worked to distance herself from the controversial aspects of her past, focusing on her charitable efforts and public duties. However, despite these efforts, some people continue to view her with skepticism, especially those who feel that the royal family's history with Diana has been swept under the rug. In addition to real-life controversies, Camilla's image has been shaped by portrayals in the media, especially in films and television shows like The Crown, which have dramatized her affair with Charles and its impact on Diana. These portrayals have often depicted Camilla as a manipulative figure, which has added to the public's mixed feelings about her. Her portrayal in the media has been a source of tension, with critics claiming that it does not fully capture her charitable work or the person she has become. However, the reality of her past cannot be ignored, and the continued focus on her relationship with Charles and Diana's tragic death ensures that Camilla remains a divisive figure. As Queen Consort, Camilla has worked to establish herself as an important member of the royal family, yet her legacy is still linked to her past. Public opinion about her continues to be influenced by the history of her relationship with Charles, as well as her role in the breakdown of his marriage to Diana. However, with time, some people have come to accept Camilla's role in the royal family, recognizing that she has grown into her position. While controversies surrounding her past will likely continue to persist, it is clear that Camilla has played a crucial role in shaping the modern monarchy. Her story is one of redemption and perseverance as she has worked to shed her controversial past and build a new future for herself in the royal family. Despite the controversies, she has continued to serve her royal duties and support charitable causes, making her a key figure in the British monarchy today. Camilla's life and role in the royal family have been marked by controversy, from her affair with Charles to her role as Queen Consort. Her legacy remains complicated. However, her dedication to charity work and her position within the royal family show that she has worked hard to reshape her image over time. The controversies surrounding her will likely continue, but they are part of a larger story of a woman who has navigated a complex and often challenging path. What are your thoughts? Do you think Princess Anne has justifiable grounds against Camilla?